Welcome back to our show, your show, Let's Talk Stocks. In studio with us this morning is Winthrope Wellington. Of course, he's from Throp-X, a conference just held. Very successful conference, I understand. But of course, I won't tell you about it. I leave that to Winthrope to tell you all about Throp-X and its successes. Winthrope, welcome to the show, man.
Thank you very much for having me, Mr. Rose.
All right. So TropX, I understand. You recently held a conference. Great success. Tell us about that.
It was indeed. And essentially it's based off of my YouTube channel where I help people move to and invest in Jamaica. And it really was birthed from my YouTube community who wanted to do a meetup, and they are looking to see how they can essentially live in Jamaica once again, because mostly it's the Jamaican diaspora who watches my channel and learns from it. And so I had many of my podcast guests come and be panelists, and many of the people who attended already had this parasocial relationship with the people who are on the panel. And so we had 2 days of panel discussions, or education, as I like to say, a day of doing a real estate tour, and then we had a day of doing business where attendees were able to get their TRN because they needed to in order to open a bank account. And then they also opened their bank account with the VM group, which was really amazing. And then we had a day of socializing as well, where we did a boat ride to do also some networking. And then we had our farewell dinner. And luckily enough, this year, we had the Pinnacle, which is a big development in Montego Bay, who is also a platinum sponsor. And we were able to go out there this past Saturday to visit their construction site. And they gave us a tour of where they are in the development phase. And I mean, they literally rolled out the red carpet for us.
Talk to me a little bit about your YouTube channel, because so you're what they would call one of the social media influencers.
I hate that term, but yes.
But you're different because you're putting out information, to help people, as you said, to move back to Jamaica, to understand the society, and to look at options for investments. Unlike, many YouTube take the route of entertainment and so on. How do you find that space, and how people react to your what you're putting out?
Well, before I even started putting out this content, I was watching that very same content that you're alluding to. And then also there is a lot of content that unfortunately sensationalizes the negative things that happen in Jamaica. And I was like looking at it and I'm like, all you are focusing on is a negative. And there's so many great and amazing things that are happening in Jamaica, and so many great and amazing people here, and it's not being highlighted. So I saw a gap in the market, so to speak, where I have a lived experience, and so do that of the people who are guests of my show. And to me, it was important to share those experiences. And I personally believe Jamaica is a great place to live. It's a great lifestyle to be here. And I was trying to facilitate in a way to show people that, hey, if I can do it, somebody who was born and raised in New York and made a decision to move to Jamaica and to further my family's business, and then my brothers did that as well after they graduated college, I wanted to share my story and why I decided to continue to live here, and also use my platform to share the stories of others who have done the very same thing.
Okay. And talking about some of those positives, Jamaica's influence, the sphere of influence, extend well beyond the shores of Jamaica. Would that have helped you in terms of putting that information out? And once it's Jamaican, there are some persons who gravitate towards that.
Yeah, I mean, for sure, like my target demographic is without question, it is the Jamaican diaspora. And what I found is that Jamaicans are extremely, extremely proud to be Jamaican. But then also people who are not Jamaican, they want to be Jamaican, to be honest, because the culture is so strong. obviously the music, the food, and just how we communicate and interact with each other. So it's like, it's a very easy sell in that sense. And then on top of that, it's absolutely beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And I'm saying this very biased, being Negril is my home and I live on the beach. And a lot of people want to be a part of that. And there are just so many weapons, if you will, that Jamaica has to offer in the market, especially when you're comparing it to even other islands, but definitely other countries across the world.
So you live where people vacation.
In a sense, yes. Yeah.
Negril, that was the location of your conference. How was it received?
It was well received, and I really do have to shout out the Negril community. I got so much support from my fellow hoteliers, and my family is in the hotel business. We have a small family-run hotel and travelers, but even though we are competing against each other as hotels, we always come together and support each other, and they have been so supportive of this conference over the years. And so from a community standpoint, I can't be thankful enough from that sense. For the people who are coming to join the conference as attendees, the feedback I've gotten has been phenomenal. And to be honest, like, I haven't really even had the opportunity to fully process the impact that this conference has had on the people who are attending, the panelists, the sponsors. And multiple people told me, like, you can't call this a conference because it is more so of just like this community that we're building of like-minded individuals who have this extreme love for Jamaica and want to see it progress and want to be a part of the progress and the forward and positive trajectory that Jamaica finds itself on.
Talk to me about some of the opportunities that you would have presented to your attendees, and you had it both persons in physical attendance as well as online.
That's correct. That's correct. So I think first and foremost, one of the aspects of the conference that I continuously underestimate is the quality of the people who are attending. And it's amazing to know what these people do and have done for a living. And they are coming together and working with each other and meeting each other, these high quality, high character individuals. So the networking is phenomenal. And that also goes for the professional panelists who are there as well. On top of that is the education portion, because there is a lot of misnomers, misunderstanding, or maybe just ignorance of nobody's fault, that they don't understand how to do business, how to buy a property, what they need to do, the steps. And so we have 2 full days, 8 hours long, sometimes even 9 hours long, just completely dedicated to educating you on real estate, educating you on the tax system, how to do construction, introducing you to construction professionals. And then we go into the practical aspect of it. And we do that real estate tour. So you can get a tangible understanding of what does a square foot really mean on the beach versus the West End, inland, and you can see this for yourself. And then you can compare it to other markets, wherever you're from, or other places that you visited, and you can have a real understanding of the real value of this house or of this hotel or whatever we looked at. One of the proudest aspects of this year's conference was the Doing Business Day, or Getting Business Done Day, I should say. And that's where attendees had an opportunity to open bank accounts in Jamaica. And this was a very proud moment for many people. And in order to open a bank account here, you have to have a TRN. And we had our platinum sponsor, the VM Group, there with their table computers setting up bank accounts. But before that, you had to get your TRN. And we had the tax administration of Jamaica there signing people up, getting their TRN on the spot. You got your printout, and everybody was like so proud holding up their TRN and then going to open their bank account. And I couldn't believe the amount of people that were there. And it just made me very proud that like people are taking tangible, actionable steps to get into Jamaica, to come back home, to reinvest. And I was very happy and proud to give them that opportunity. And then another big piece of value that we gave this year is another platinum sponsor, which I mentioned, which was the Pinnacle. We got to visit there, and that was really, really, really awesome. And they literally rolled out the red carpet for us. And again, it's like seeing a video online and reading a pamphlet is very different from going to the actual development site and seeing construction happening. You have your hard hat on, you're walking around asking questions directly to the principals, to the CEO, the COO, the chairman. They were all there and really trying to help us understand, like, what is this going to be? What is the impact on Jamaica of this development going to be?
So we've been talking with Winthrope Wellington from TropX. He's been telling us about the wonderful conference they've had, and of course, all the wonderful opportunities that exist for those who are wishing to return to live in Jamaica or invest in Jamaica. Can't do that on one program. And so I ask you to come back with us for a continuation of that discussion. As we always say here on Let's Talk Stocks, we give you information to make better financial decisions. Come back with us tomorrow morning at 9. Another wonderful program lined up for you. And the intro now.
The intro. Intro now.